everyone, welcome back to another video. So today it is official. One of the worst kept secrets in the jersey community is that the Calgary Flames are officially going back retro. Now, as many of you probably know, who've watched my videos for a while, know that I'm not a fan of this jersey. I collect jerseys, so I want as many jerseys as I can, but generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of this retro Flames look. Whereas those two jerseys up there are one of my favorite looks in the NHL's history. I love them so much, especially the red one. Now today, my phone definitely blew up quite a bit. A lot of people tagging me in this particular news. A lot of people making fun of me, giving me a little bit of a rough time. All in good spirits though. And definitely a few people that were on my side who are not a fan of this move. But overwhelmingly, this has been a very, very positively welcomed move. And not just by Flames fans, just by hockey jersey fans in general. So, yeah. But why do I really dislike this idea and dislike this move? Well, it's pretty simple, to be honest. Now, there are a few reasons. I'm not a huge fan that teams seem to have a little bit of a lack of creativity when it comes towards creating new jerseys and new looks. They feel like they have to fall back in the safety net of retro throwback jerseys that were definitely successful. I mean, the Flames won the Stanley Cup in a jersey very, very similar to this. Obviously wasn't Adidas, but so I understand why teams do it, but I just hate that teams have to rely on that as a way to sell jerseys. Another thing, with the retro jerseys, they're supposed to be special and unique, and you know, they're not worn all that often, maybe once a week, you know, your Saturday night home games or whatever. So this jersey, which was a special occasion kind of jersey, is no longer a special occasion jersey. It's just a regular jersey. It kind of takes some of that mystique away from that particular look. If you'll see up here, you'll see some of the retro jerseys that I really do quite like, but I don't want to see them go to them full time. The Vancouver the skate jersey, it's grown on me. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. I definitely growing to like it, but I don't want to see that come back full time. Winnipeg, no, I don't want to see that. I would love to see, honestly, Winnipeg's home jersey get demoted, and then have their third jersey get promoted to their home jersey and bring out a white jersey, white version of that. I think that'd be pretty cool. That Blues jersey up there is gorgeous. Their look obviously inspired from their first year in 1967. It's gorgeous, but I think St. Louis has a really great home and road jersey as it is right now. I don't want to see that as the full-time home jersey. I think it's really just kind of a unique, special occasion kind of jersey, something that you don't bring out every single game. New Jersey, I do not want to see that come back full-time. That is just an ugly looking jersey. I think it's kind of stylish now, but I would definitely not want to see that full-time. Now the Pittsburgh one, again, I kind of had that feeling that that was going to become the full-time home jersey again when they brought that back as a third in, 2015, 2016, somewhere in that area. You just knew it was coming. Now I'm not a big fan of that jersey either, like this Pittsburgh one. I think it's kind of ugly. The Pittsburgh one is an 80s design. This Flames one is kind of like a 70s style jersey. Obviously Calgary was in Atlanta. Atlanta was around in the 70s, so that's kind of where this style kind of came from. The 70s were just not a good looking decade in my opinion. Whether it's hockey jerseys like this Flames one, what other ones? The Washington Capitals, I really despise their retro look. That came in 72 or 74 or something like that. Not a big fan of that look as well. Have you ever gone to your grandma's house or great-grandparents' house and it's just untouched from the 70s? It's just, I just don't think they had a very good sense of style in that particular decade. Definitely biased towards kind of 90s jerseys. Not that I would necessarily want to see those ones come back as well. On a full-time basis, there are a few exceptions. But for the most part, I really want to see teams bring out new jerseys and new looks. If Carolina would have went right back to the black one that they had in Reebok, we never would have got that gorgeous looking jersey. Anaheim, I think they did it right. They kind of were inspired by their past jersey, but came out with something new and a fresh take on it, and I think it looked really good and worked perfectly. Same with Philly. Oh, jeez. Same with the Philly and the Boston jersey behind me. Kind of inspired by, well, the Boston one more so, inspired by an older look. They've kind of just updated it and made it a little bit fresher of look. Philly, if they would have went back to, say, the 90s look, we wouldn't have got that really nice black-looking jersey. If Calgary wanted to go away from something like that and kind of go towards something more like this, I think that's doable, but I would have liked to just seen a little bit more of a modern take on it. Like I said earlier, I just really don't like that teams have to continuously go back. Buffalo, I'm going to be sick of those jerseys pretty soon, and they haven't even played a game in their new ones yet, and I can already tell that I'm not going to like them in a few years. Ottawa, I think a missed opportunity. They're kind of going back as well. There'll probably be a video on that coming up. I imagine they're going to be revealing theirs tomorrow. But again, just missed opportunity with Ottawa. They're just playing it safe, going back. Calgary, you're playing it safe. Buffalo, playing it safe. And it just kind of gets a little bit frustrating at times. Sorry, this is kind of getting a little bit rambly and off topic of the actual Calgary Flames. But I just kind of want to explain my point of view a little bit. Just kind of drive home the point. I have a Florida jersey hanging up right there. And everyone was kind of disappointed when they made their new look. Myself included, to be honest. But I like that they tried something new. And the look has grown on me. And now I feel like most of us, if not all of us, are at least used to it. And maybe some of us have grown to like it. So Florida, I think, did a good job. Personally, yes, I would rather see them have gone back to what they had during the 90s. But the new one works. Calgary, I just personally, I don't think this is an appealing jersey. Like I mentioned, the 70s were just a weird time. Yellow and red, it doesn't work very good to me. And I've heard a lot of people kind of complaining about the Black Sea, like, oh, the Black Sea doesn't make sense. Why is it black? Flames aren't black. That has no meaning. Yeah, because you see so many damn red tires out on the road, or blue maple leafs on the ground. That argument to me does not make any sense. Logos don't have to always, be... I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for. But you get the point. I think that's a weak argument. But at the very least, I am happy that the Flames will be keeping that one as a third jersey for the next year. It will remain to be seen what happens to the white jersey. I would imagine it just kind of fades off into the distance, and we never see it again. At least for another 20 years, and then people are like, you know what? I kind of like those jerseys. Let's bring them back. Because everything, I understand, kind of goes in a circle. But Adidas, you're doing a really good job with the throwback jerseys. Keep them up. But NHL teams, stop feeling like you have to just always keep going back to the past, going back to the well, so to speak. Don't be afraid to try something new. I used this example in a different video from a while ago. I think Winnipeg did it really right. They brought out the Heritage jersey, and they brought out a new third jersey, the blue one, the Aviator jersey, that I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of, even though that one was kind of inspired from previous looks. I thought it was really, really great. So they had a nice home and road jersey, which I think could probably be changed at this point, but that's beside the point. They brought out something new, and then they brought out a retro jersey, just to kind of appeal to a little bit of everyone. I like to see more teams do that. But in my humble opinion, just keep the retros for kind of once-offs, your Winter Classics or Heritage games or whatever it is. Your Saturday night home games or whatever. Maybe a playoff run. Bring these out in the playoffs. The Kachina made its return in the playoffs. Carolina's usually been wearing the black ones the last 2 seasons, so there's definitely room to wear them, but I just don't feel like you have to always go back to the well for your home and road jerseys. Alright, so for me, this is a huge fail for the Calgary Flames. And I know 90% of you, 95% of you are going to disagree with me and think that I'm just talking out of my ass here. But, you know, teams just having to rely on the throwbacks really gets old really quick. Takes away the mystique from that particular jersey. I'll always kind of go back to Edmonton when they brought out back their, you know, winning jerseys that, you know, the Gretzky and Messier wore. And they kind of went back to that in the early 2010s. I think they kind of ruined that jersey. That was a terrible team that they had wearing that precious jersey that all Oiler fans love. I feel like it kind of ruined it because they were not a good team. Now they've left that jersey in the past, and I think it should stay there. Maybe bring it out every once in a while, kind of like they did the previous season, where they wore it, 2 or 3 times in that season? Perfect amount. Calgary, I kind of feel the same way. They're going to ruin these jerseys that people love, and people will get sick of them eventually. But, you know what? It's time to move on. Those jerseys had a good run. I'll definitely miss them, but for me, a sad day for me as a Jersey fan. Again, I apologize for all the rambling, trying to collect my thoughts on this whole thing, not trying to lose my mind too much over this move. There's nothing really I can do about it. I'm looking forward to the Ottawa ones. I will definitely be buying the Ottawa ones. I'll definitely also be buying the new white Flames jersey. When they revealed that for the Heritage Classic, I was pretty sure that that was going to be the direction that they were going, which came true today. I said I was not going to buy it so I could make sure that it didn't have the patch on it because I had the feeling that it was going to be the new road jersey. So, at least I'm right on that front, and I will definitely be getting the white one at some point. I'm also going to try to upgrade this Fanatics one to an actual Adidas one, because I'm sure I'll be able to find it on sale. And I will definitely probably be getting the new White Flames one at some point. But first, I would rather get both Ottawa ones. Those ones are going to be pretty cool. I'm a sucker for 90s jerseys, but not 70s jerseys. Alright guys, thanks for sticking it out with me in this video, and I will see you guys again soon. Let me know what you guys think. I know what probably all of you guys are thinking, but let me know what you guys think anyway. And yeah, thank you guys very much. I will leave a link to the Instagram as always, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.